Hello everyone, it's X1X underscore X1X again. Had a nice little session last night. I've been busy this morning tidying the flat. I've got some friends coming around tomorrow. Well, I say coming around, they're flying across from Dublin. So I've been busy scrubbing away, tidying the place. But we're basically just going to do the same again today. I apologise for the video I made yesterday. I never realised that the microphone was too close to my mouth. You could hear my breathing. I've tried to move it away a little bit. So hopefully it's a little bit better. I'll set this by average pot again, just what we did yesterday. I managed the 20 tables not too bad while talking, so I'll try and do the 24 today and see what it's like. If it gets too chaotic, I can just leave 4 of the tables. If I can get these loaded up here. It's Sunday evening, so you think there should be a decent amount of games on the go. We want to sit there, I think. I'm gonna have to block that image. Bomb fights, hate it. And probably block that image. Any of the ones that steal my focus. And that one probably. Although I suppose when you've got that many tables in the go, you don't really notice them too much. Oh, that's what I missed in my playlist. I got a couple more of these. It freaks me out, people that put their kids. Why would you want your kids? Oh, there's a good player there. I was saying yesterday about red tags. It's on the European as well. Right, well we're waiting for more tables to get this playlist. It's one of my least aggressive poker playlists. It's all trance and techno music. I don't know if you're into that kind of thing. Not much volume on the go here. Or there maybe is, just all the tables are full. I hate that image. Who's this guy? I see him at quite a few of the tables. It's probably got too few people. There's a donkey. So that was nice to see. So at 14. Yeah, this guy is at a lot of tables. I'm gonna give him a semi-orange tag. Anyone that plays mass multi-tables has got to be semi-decent, or they just go broke pretty quick. Nice little C-bet, we just take it down. I need to get myself a decent microphone. I think this piece of crap that I've got, the volume on it, I've got the volume on the computer up full and my music's still pretty quiet. Is that another table there? Don't really like this big stack to our left. He's Chinese though, so they're usually pretty tight players. It's 21. Come on, 3 more before all the tables start flying around. Bugger. Fafanculo. And maybe later on I'm going to try and qualify for the Sunday Million 10th anniversary. I'll try and satellite in. If I can't satellite in, I'll probably just buy in direct. And the price pool on it's pretty disgusting. Get rid of this here. 10 million in the prize pool guaranteed. 2 million guaranteed for first place. Pretty disgusting. There's too few players. We'll wait for some busier tables, I think. I need to stop exhaling like that. I'm sure that's coming through in the speaker. It's pretty hard not to exhale though. Fucking hell. Don't know how many that is actually. That's only 22. Are you taking the piss? I said block image. Are you? It's that feckin' same guy again. Fucking Russian Reebok. Gonna hope he's got king queen or something here if he bets and just put them all in. It'd be pretty hard for him to get away from top pair with such a short stack. Although I'm pretty sure he would have bent by now if he had a king. I'll try a small little raise, see what he does. And should be just one more. I'm gonna get just, yeah, there we go. I'm gonna bet now. Obviously I don't like the queen, but I think he would have continued betting if he had the queen. So I still think a raise 10 is good. Don't want to give him a free card if he's got ace king. It should be 24 now. I'll try joining another one, see if it'll let me. I should have position on this guy. Well, I've got position on this guy, but I should have position for the whole hand. Nice little min raise. Right, let's try one more. No, it's not letting me in. Yeah, 24 is max. I did email PokerStars support asking to get more tables, but apparently I could probably find the email and show you actually. Apparently they don't want Scottish nits hogging the table, and that's almost word for word. Obviously they were just having a laugh. I kinda like PokerStars support like that. You can have a bit of a laugh with them. I think the funniest one I ever sent in was just an email asking how much wood can a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood, and I actually got a reply along the lines of, unfortunately I do not think a woodchuck could chuck any amount of wood because a woodchuck can't chuck wood. And the conversation went on 5 or 6 emails. I think it got stupid. I was asking if they could get adamantium in the store so I can graft it onto the woodchuck's arms so they can chuck wood immense amounts of distances. And the guy said, yes, you will see if I get an adamantium in the PokerStars store. That was a nice one. 2 over cards with a nut flush draw here. I don't think I'm ever folding this flop. Singapore, they're normally pretty tight. It's very stereotypical. Maybe slightly racist to brand a whole nation. This guy's on a lot of tables. I'm going to have to 4-bet him one time. Just so he kind of gets it into his head that he can't 3-bet me late. And obviously I don't let Ace King out of position if you were watching the video yesterday. But against another mass multi-tabler, you kind of need to set a precedent. Basically don't fuck around. Or maybe he's just a light 3-better. Right, I'm going to try and light this cigarette here and not burn myself if I get a chance. Okay, it wasn't easy. Okay, we'll see a flop. With the extra 4 tables, it really increases your hourly rate of hands. Obviously if you're averaging 60-70 hands an hour and you've got another 4 tables, I mean it really does add up over the hours. Just going to check again, keep the pot cheap, hate that ace. And hopefully he checks behind here. Yeah, I'm just going to let that go. If he had a hand like jacks or tens or a smaller pocket pair 8s or something, pretty sure he would have just checked behind. I'm trying to raise this, see what they do. They limped in. We don't like that too much. I'll give it another stab actually. And I think we got lucky on the river. If we should have got the flush, they should ship all in here. It would be pretty sick if they got pocket 4s. Yeah, we've hit top pair, but it's never any good here. The flush came in, they called us twice on a 6-6-4 board. So we had a couple of stabs, they never folded, and they're shoving, so our jack's never good there. Well, we're nearly timing out here. Look at they're flying round. Hate this. Yeah, you can see the difference just the 4 tables make. They really do fly around a lot quicker. Pretty sure our 2 is good here now. Maybe not. Flush has come in. If he bets any amount, I'm done with it. Hopefully it just goes check check. That's obviously not great. I'm going to check raise this guy all in on that board if he c-bets. I'm pretty sure we've got him beat if he's not called by now. Yeah. It's a nice flop. Probably shouldn't have given him a free card there. Yeah, we should have got 3 streets of value there, or at least tried to get 3 streets. Gonna go for another check raise on the turn. Hopefully he thought I was on a draw and he had an ace. God, there's hardly any players at this table. Whoops, probably should have called that. One of the nicer flops for the old 10-8. Oops. So many players in the pot. Might have to leave this table down here. Give it a hand or two, see if it fills up. No, he's leaving as well. Yeah, we're gonna have to leave this one. There's too few players. We 3-bet him here, and we've hit top pair. We're either miles ahead or miles behind. He's checked us twice, so we can't give him a free card for the heart. I need to join another table and if I get a chance. Right, oops, wrong one. Let's make a break for it. And we're in. Close this fucking lobby. You can see already we've played 290 hands. It's only been, what, 10-15 minutes? Hopefully king high is good. Yeah, he's 10. Maybe could have stolen it. Where's our sets? What happened here? I'm pretty sure I called a raise. Okay, we'll rip the ace. Let's see what he does. He raised and he checked us on the flop, so he's either got a monster or he's scared of the ace. So we find out on the flop. Singapore. Beware the Asians. Solid players. He's got an ace king, ace queen, or pocket pair there. I don't think he's raising with anything worse. So we'll see if he fancies sticking in a big 4-bet. He should fold ace king, ace queen out of position, I think. There's the 4-bet. What is that? He's going to fold jacks here. At best I'm flipping, he's not doing it with 10s. I don't think. This guy's from Spain. Spanish players are wild. Again, I don't see him doing it with much worse. Obviously there are pocket 10s he could do it with, 9s he could do it if he thinks I'm at it. It's a big flip. I can't flat call, so there's basically half my stack in the pot already, so it's all in or fold. And obviously talking any amount of time in a hand, you're nearly timing it on every other table. I raised that, so we better c-bet. It's a min raise. I hate fucking min raises. They work though, so fair dues. I suppose it wasn't a c-bet board, considering I'd raised. I was basically repping an overpair. What's loading here? It's only 227. It's nearly. Yeah, I'm just gonna flip him hopefully. Ace 3. Give him a 3. Oh, he's got 2 diamonds. Well, there we go. I can mark him down as a donk actually. 3 betting with ace 3 is never really good. Especially so short stacked. You're getting called far too often. Not really winning any big pots here. So this is not flopped any. We've flopped 1 or 2 sets, I think. I'll take a free card here. And we'll hit the straight. Be nice if you had ace jack. Unless he's got jack queen. I can't see him having jack 9. Pocket 9s maybe. Yeah, can't see him having jack 9. Okay, I can put this guy down as a bit of a donk. Limp called the jack 9 out of position. It's an interesting play right enough. Although if you're going to flop jack 9, it's obviously pretty solid. I don't like the flush coming in, but he's only got 470 behind. Just put them all in. If he's got the flush, we've still got outs. Yeah, it worked. Didn't know what he was repping there. I suppose you can rep the king. Who are we playing against? Oh, he's only got 251 left. Solid play. Yeah, this guy's a donk as well. Calling a raise with 9-4. Deary me, sir. Not really getting the rub of the green here. if that's the right expression. Get limp collars cracking us with Jack 9 and 9-4. Oh, picked up an open ender. Let's just try and take it down here. If he calls, we've still got outs. I don't really know what he's trying to rev there. I don't think my 10's ever good here, so I'm going to have to try and steal it. Yeah, I don't think my 10 was ever good. He's maybe betting a weak queen. Again, are we going to turn into a station? There's not too many draws on the board there. King 10's not great. It's a big bet. We'll just get blown off the pot. I might actually drop down the take off 4 of the tables. It's the speed that's going round. As I was saying, just the 4 table difference. It does make all the difference. I thought I'd automac on. Don't like that, but what can you do? You can't really play too much poker when you're playing this many tables, unless your name's Nananoka or something. I probably should have bet there. I'd raised pre-flop. Hopefully our ace 2 is good. Yeah, king jack. Okay. Far enough. There's plenty of draws you could have called with. We're in position. I'm going to call for the queen, because I think if the queen comes we get his whole stack. And he'll maybe give us a free card going to the river. If he's on a draw. Okay, maybe not. Yeah, but definitely if the queen came, I think we're getting his whole stack. Alright, I'm gonna get rid of these 4 here after I finish this one. Or I can just leave 4 random, I suppose. Okay, we'll leave this one. Have I got anything? I might have queen highs might be good. Okay, not. Sit out there. Probably shouldn't have called that. Jack 10 out of position is not great. I can leave this table actually. Oops, I don't want to fold to any bet. We're going to try and set mine and we've got possession. We hit our set. Hopefully he's got a big pair now. quads is quite nice. I don't think he's going to put us on a set. We should have raised that flop with a set normally. We're going to give him a free card and hopefully he catches something on the river. He maybe thinks ace high is good here. Bit Hollywood. Instamuck. Don't know how many tables we've got left here. Okay. It's an interesting play. Happy days. That was a fucking turd. Did he just open ship that? I'm pretty sure. Oh no, I raised and he 3-bet me. Okay. Still a bit of a fucking over raise. Raised to 2, re-raised to 20. I don't know how many tables we've still got here. Yeah, we're back to our 20. And we'll just keep it at 20. Gives me a little bit more time to talk. Overbet the pot, repping a big pair. We get through the first guy. That's the guy we're worried about. The guy behind the scene as he's already checked. It's interesting. It's min raise. He's only got another $5 behind him though. It's so often aces. Well, I was about to say aces kings, but it's so often aces there. We've got to call obviously for 186. Ace 10. Wow. This guy's a fucking donk as well. There you go, ace on the river. Easy game, sir. Getting 3-bet all over the place with big hands. Pretty hard to get away from this one here if he's got an overpair. Oh, he's so often got a big pair here. Champions fold, is that what they say? I'm done with my jacks. I don't think he's... The only hand he's betting there is 10s and 9s, I think. 8s has obviously got his beat. I don't think he would bet that with a full house though. Yeah, it's queens, kings, aces there so often. Keep on firing, see if we get called. We're against a donk. So sick, whatever. He's only got 840 behind and there's 9 in the pot. So we're just going to put them all in. If he's got the flush. Yeah, that's why you mark this guy down as a donk. Flush draw calling station. I suppose we can check to induce a bluff. But against a donk that you've marked as a bad player, they're going to call you off with top pairs so often. I think you miss value if you check. It's nice to instantly be able to spot these bad players when you see them though. Just a yellow tag. So we're not exactly running great tonight. You can see the donkeys that were coming up are getting lucky against us. But these are the players you make your money off of. They've got to win some, or if they didn't win any, they would just stop playing. So, what's he got there? 5s and 4s. You just need to play against long enough against these guys, and you get your money back and more. Get rid of that little yellow circle. We'll get it back. You see if a guy's going to be calling pot-sized bets on the flop and the turn, chasing a flush draw. with no implied odds really. Well, his bet on the turn, he had no implied odds at all. And he's drawn pretty thin against top set. The Netherlands. That's one of the worst Dutch accents I've ever heard in my life. Apologise for that one. I don't know how many of the tables we're actually up on. We're up pretty decent here. Chipping away a couple of dollars here and there. Obviously getting stacked off by that fucking turd. It's a good thing though. Even though it's a bad beat. Obviously, in the long term, I'm making a lot of money from that play. So you've got to lose some of them. So the 80-20s, yeah, if your aces get cracked, it's pretty cruel. But if you play the hand 1,000 times, you're winning 80% of them. This guy's 3-betting. It's quite a big 3-bet. I'll try and 4-bet him, and if he 5-bet shoves, I think we're done. I think the guys that 3-bet that I'm worried about are guys that are 3-betting off the button. Because obviously a lot of players now know that you can 3-bet light off the button and get away with it because you've got possession. There's too few players here as well, I'm going to say out there. Get a new one. Jesus, hardly anyone there. It's maybe the table I just left. Fucking hell. Better play a few of these. Horrible flop for 10s. And Cascade. That's so sick. I suppose we've got 6 outs, but 6 outs isn't enough to call 282 and to win 489. Maybe not even 6 outs, maybe just the 4 outs. Again, these 3-bets off the button. He's Chinese though. I'll give him a bit of respect. These guys are mass multi-tablers doing the same sort of thing. So anyone that you know is playing a lot of tables that 3-bets you, you've got to give them a bit of respect. I'm just going to take this guy to Value Town hopefully. Snap call. Three streets of value. Are you serious? That is the sickest shit I've seen in a long time. Wow. Limp call ace 4. Snap call bottom pair. He picks up the flush draw on the turn, but Jesus, calling pot size bets. Missed a donk. So our 3 streets of value turned into 2 streets of amazing value and a suck out. But shit happens, is this it? We've got marked as a donk. So if we see him again in the future, Mr. German. I would normally leave this table because there's 3 players gone, but with this guy to my right, he's obviously a horrible player. I'm going to try and isolate and play against this guy as much as I can. So maybe I blame the music that I'm listening to. A bit of Moby techno trance. Fuck you, Moby. Got a gutter ball there, but the guy's hardly deep enough to call for it. You can see the difference in some of the sessions that you play. I mean, last night there really wasn't much that went wrong at all. I can't remember any monster suckouts against us. But tonight we're getting 3-bet all over the place, and I mean, God, we've had at least 3 brutal suckouts so far. But them is the way it goes. Again, just want to play against this guy here. It's not as if I'm specifically after this guy. It's just, they say don't make it personal in poker, and it's not personal. It's just good to play pots with bad players. The more hands I can play against bad players, like this Dutch guy that sucked out and this German guy, the more hands you can play against these guys, the more opportunities you're giving yourself to win a lot of money. You don't want to be playing you don't want to be playing pots against good players. Probably should have 3-bet bigger there. Although there's maybe enough in the pot that you'll shove a weaker hand. Nasty flop. Basically just want him to go away here, and he does. Don't want him calling that on a king high flop. Give me my money. Just rolling a bit of a cigarette here, or trying to roll a cigarette. I was thinking about just flat calling that and trying to trap him, but he's German, so they can kind of spaz out. I don't know if you watched the World Series poker. I mean, don't get me wrong, aggression is good, but they've got a creative imagination. Hyper aggressive may be the word. 6-bet shoving with ace 3, I think that was the hand. Forget who was it against? Forget the guy that it was against. Sean Deeb, was it? Sean Deeb had aces, I think. And the guy with ace 3 6-bet shove and hit trip 3s, as you do. So nearly 1,000 hands already. Please have ace king and hit your king on the river. That's a beautiful card for us. Even if you had a shitty hand like king 5, we're now ahead. Are you serious? That is the sickest shit. I've got to check behind. He's not calling my worse. King Jack. This is pretty brutal, I will not lie. What can you do? Maybe if you start shipping me, if enough people ship me money, I'll cry live on air. I don't think I can remember a time that I've taken so many beats like that in such a short space of time. I mean, to have those aces cracked twice, I think. Top set kings cracked. What was the other one? Oh, the top pair ace king versus the ace 4 runner flush in the space of 1,000 hands. It's pretty sick. Jacks, wow. How did you check that river? We're against the donkey here. Pretty positive if we hit our 7 we're getting a double up there. I should call one straight here. But these guys can just fire, fire, fire. We're just looking to set mine and not start floating people with underpairs too much. I'd rather float people with overcards than underpairs. Pretty sure we're down so far. I could probably have a quick look. It's gonna load up. I forget what we had. Was it 1,350? It was about 52 stacks or something down, which isn't bad actually considering the beats that we've had. I think we've lost at least 4 stacks. You don't have an ace. So I'm pretty sure you don't have an ace. Okay, you maybe do have an ace. Or he doesn't have an ace, he's got a set of 4s. Yeah, my read was right. Are you serious? This is going to be brutal. We're out of possession with aces here. Didn't like that at all. Ace king. Yeah, we probably could have won a big pot there. If we were in possession, I'm pretty sure we would have stacked him. I'm surprised he never had another king on the river. Yeah, we've picked up an open ender here. I'm gonna have to call this. Quick check. Hopefully he checks behind. He's got jack queen here a lot maybe. King queen of spades. Such a fucking value bet. Such a value bet. I only need to be right, what, 1 out of 4.5 times? 1 out of 4 times. What can he have? 7-8? 10 jack? Okay, show me. Jack king. Nice. There's another, I suppose 6 outer. I suppose we get the lucky flop to hit the 10. Should have probably marked that guy down as a small value bet with nuts. It's maybe just I'm very superstitious about the timing of logging into PokerStars. So if you log in at the wrong time and you join the tables, you're just destined to lose. But if you wait 5-10 minutes and then you log back in, you can maybe catch I don't know how to describe it, like a lucky time of logging in. Pay me off, mofos. Oh my god, did I just fold queens there? I did. Bit of a misclick. Too excited about my set here. Raise it, Mr. Singapore. Have a set of twos. I'm still trying to roll a cigarette here. Four five's pretty cruel. Getting ace is an awful lot. 4-5 would be very cruel. He's got a pot size bet left. It's so sick if he sticks me all in. Okay, we're good. Didn't like that one much at all. Again, out of position. Tens. Probably could have won a big pot there if we'd put them all in the turn. But out of position, so much harder to play. Can't just assume that somebody's got a flush just because the flush draw comes in. You can call you on that flop with so many more hands. And if you check, it gives them a chance to try and steal it away on the river. You can't really check the turn and then bet the river. It gives them too much of an opportunity to bluff you off the pot. Come on, let's start hitting the nuts. So all the hands that I'm actually making are ones out of position. So I'm not really getting the full opportunity. I could have stolen that feckin' muppet. They checked you on the river. That's another 3-bet. I think our VPIP is definitely higher today. Look at that, pot's won at showdown, 6 of 22. That's considering yesterday we were 10 of 14, I think. But obviously when you're getting top set cracked, not really much you can do. It's a disgusting win percentage. It's a pretty nice card. Bet big, commit yourself to the pot. Have a set. You can't fold now. You must have a set. You can't fold, you've only got $9 to win more. Oh, you did fold. Aces. And we're starting to claw back a little bit of it. These 3-bets. I want to play a pot against this guy so bad. Oops, I'll put my roach in my cigarette here. This is probably the gayest tune in the world. This one at 120. I need to delete that off the playlist actually, it's pretty shit. Argentina. Again, it's probably the worst Argentinian accent in the world. Maybe need to drink some of my freezing cold coffee. It's a bit of a big raise in the small blind actually, 4x'd it. Basically 2.5, my 3-bet's 2.5 times the size. Almost set mine on, I think we've got enough. I'm so tempted to put them all in here. Obviously can't with 8s. If I'd 8s with even one spade, I might have put them all in. And even if he's got aces, as long as he doesn't have the ace of spades, I've got 11 outs. And he's going to have queens and jacks there a lot. And if he thinks that he needs the flush draw to win, he's calling off his stack with 11 outs instead of me pushing with 11 outs, which is a lot different. Flop me some sets. Just because he's a donk, Jack 8 calling a raise is not really good. You just want to flop a big hand against these type of players. Because they will pay you off. POW. Pay off wizard. That was a good player at my table. Here we go. Suit 10 Jack against the donk. No 3-bet, no 3-bet, no 3-bet. Don't do it. Fucking hell, trust me. Well, if the donk calls, I'm definitely calling. Huge implied odds. Oh my god, the donk folded. I've even got pretty good implied odds against this guy. Check blind, I've not even seen the flop. Let's have a peek. Not great. Again, I can't help myself. If he's got overcards, he's done with the hand. It looks as if I've committed myself to the pot. He might even fold 10s or jacks there. Something tells me he's a way to shove though. It looks as if I committed myself to the pot when in fact if he comes over the top I'm obviously done with the hand. It worked. He was maybe at it. He maybe folded a hand like pocket 10s, pocket jacks. More than likely ace king, ace queen. Fafanculo. Figa. Farmin 122. Did I raise that? I don't know. I've got the third nut flush now, fourth nut flush. Okay. I believe you. That's why it's so hard to play out of position. In position, I'm pretty sure well, it increases my chances of winning the hand tenfold. It's so hard for him to bet into me with a bad hand. I should have maybe bet the turn, but then if he's a decent player, all he needs to do is raise. And if I don't have the ace, excuse me, I pretty much have to fold. I don't know if I've actually chipped up any. So a gander. Yeah, we're back up. We're heading in the right direction. Even though we've taken those pretty sick. They were coolers. Well, no, actually they weren't. They were against 3 donks. Okay, I believe you. If you checked there or bet small, I would have tried to bluff it. But min bet flop, min bet turn. He's fired big on the river. I don't know if I've had enough coffee today. I've not had my orange juice actually. My vitamin C. That's where I'm going wrong. We're up 1300 hands. I don't know how long I've been playing for actually. I should maybe stop there. I don't know how long YouTube lets me make the videos for. I think the last one I made was like 55 minutes long. Obviously don't want to record a 2.5 hour long session and not be able to upload it to YouTube. Is this guy that min raised this again? No, I think it's a different table. Where's the music? Okay. Again, this is a pretty shit song. Excuse me while I skip this. It's quite a nice turn card. Actually, I want to get to this tune is fucking amazing. Shall I play a couple of these hands? Oh no, that was the right tune, it was the same tune. Look at this. Club Filler, Tears Do Us Part. One of the best tunes ever made. Again, we're going to rip a big pair here. If you raise with ace king and you miss the flop in position, just fire big on the flop as a c-bet. If they're limp calling you or flat calling your 3 bets, it's pretty hard for them to continue unless they flop monster. Obviously a pretty nasty turn card. We're going to pretend we're thinking. Take a free card, hopefully we hit an ace or a king. It's not a bad river for us actually, we can rep a queen now. Probably should have bet a little bit bigger. Looks like a pretty sweet value bet though. 8-9, wow. Netherlands. It was, even though it was a good call, it was bad, and the value bet on the river was so value-ish. Bit of a station, and he did limp call with 8-9. Say fucking Dutch. Dutchy Dutchy. Apologies to any good Dutch players out there. There's more than a few. Lex Veldhuis is Dutch, I think. He's a pretty phenomenal player. $70 on the button is not... Yeah, it's playable, definitely. I don't like playing these sort of hands with this many tables on the go, because you really need to be paying attention, because you miss the flop more often than not. Just flat call with second pair and I got shot. Or open-ended even. I think we can rip the flush here. If he's got an overpair with a heart, he's probably going to call. But we've still got a straight draw. We've under-repped the ace, we never bet, so we've got to call. He's got the bluff. He ships. That's pretty sick. He's obviously liking his hand. Where's this guy? UK. Okay, we'll let that guy off, he's from the UK. We probably, maybe could have taken another card just to see if we hit our straight. But I think definitely the raise on the turn, there's the right play. Gives you a chance to win it right there, and even if he flat calls, you've got outs. He's maybe just got ace king with a bare ace of hearts, and your pair of eights is good. So you go check check on the river if you miss. I think we're playing more aggressively today than we were yesterday, which obviously isn't working out too well for us. Although if we'd won a few of those big pots earlier on, I think the session would have been slightly different. Of course, ace on the turn. A little short stacker. Short stackers are basically just looking to get their money in with any sort of hand. We can rip King 10 here, I think. Excuse me if you can hear that outside. I think we can rip King 10. If he's got a bare ace king, it's pretty hard to call, because we're showing so much strength even when the ace comes. And we get that one down there. It's like the different levels of poker. Level 1's you see what you've got. Level 2 you think about what your opponent's got. Level 3 you think about what they think that you've got. And so on, so on. The levels go up. That's why sometimes it's easier to play poker against people that actually think about the game. Because if you're playing against level 1 players, you can't play poker. You're basically just waiting until you've got a hand and taking them to value town, which should be easy, or easier, but sometimes it's not, when they just find calls that you think they should never be able to make that call. Excuse me, my head mic is slipping here. Horrible. Can't fault a one bet though. Finish. Scandies. Very creative players. Okay, we'll believe you this time. Oops, I'm gonna have to leave that table. So few players. Have we got a straight? We do. I'm worried he's going for a check raise with quads here. I'm just going to check. He's not really calling a bet with much worse. Jack 10. He wouldn't have called a bet. Check raise there with quads is a beautiful play. Where was that hand that I sat out? Or table even? Don't think he's got a 9, don't think he's got a 10. If I've let him hit trip 4s, okay. Wow, aces. Are you serious? King, Ada, check, check, flop, check, check, turn, with the ace of hearts as well. Jeez. Excuse my blasphemy there. I'm not exactly the most religious person in the world. I need to find that table I sat out. Shit, it was it? Oh, there it is there. Yes, we want to leave. I don't think we've played our best today. Well, I know we've not played our best today, but we have been slightly unlucky. Yeah, 9-10, that's about right. Just gonna flat call there on the button. Don't want to get too carried away with that. I consider ace queen a weak ace. So we're getting 3 bets so often here. It's maybe just the time of day that we're playing. It's early evening. It's an interesting pot. I'm only losing to jacks full and pocket aces. It's a beautiful check if he's got aces. Let's see what he does on the river. We're never folding. I'm trying to work out how much value I can get out of him. If he's thinking about folding queens, that's unbelievable. If you just flat call there with queens, mate, fair play. 9s, okay, not so great. He's still got to call. Just because I checked the turn. These fucking Belarus dodgy mofos. Again, I'm not racist at all. I just think that some countries suck at poker. Obviously that's very, what's the word, all-encompassing? No, it sounds right, but it's not. It's not good to stick everyone in the same brush. Top pair here, but no kicker, and against 2 players. Right, I think we'll play until 6:50, just another couple of more minutes, and see what the stacks look like. And we had a nice little comeback, but those 4 pots that we lost early on, well, we basically stacked off 4 times. It did dig us into quite a deep hole, but I think we got out of it pretty well. We're approaching back to break even, but we've played 1600 hands, so the bonus, or the points in the VPPs, is worth a lot of it. Come on, we'll see a flop. Trying to steal it away on the flop. Mr. Short Stack, you're looking at check raise shove. Dodgy mofo from Belarus. out of position. You never win that hand out of position. So when you're buying a house, location, location, location. Poker is just position, position, position. I don't lucker. Where are you from? Russia. Who called him a lucker? Oh, Gex called himself a lucker. Okay. Should be an interesting hand. We're going to start closing tables here. I think we've played for maybe longer than our allowed hour. Just fold that. Done with that. This chin here is pretty spanking as well. Sunshine theme. Pretty nice. Leave that before a hand comes up. Look at this. I want a 3-bet big, but not too big that I can't see bet if an ace comes down. Fold that. And that. Okay, I think this kings will be our last hand. Ready? Oh, what a fucking anticlimax. Right, we'll play our button. I mean, that's disgusting. 10 of 29. We managed to get it back to 34%. But that's horrible. That really is. If you're below 60%, I suppose 50%, because there's a lot of the pots that you check down. If you're below 60%, 50%, it's pretty disgusting. But if you add on 14 of 29 is closer to 50% of those 4 beats that we took. And I dare say there was another couple of hands in there. What's that? We only saw 8% of flops. 143 out of 1600 or 1700 flops per se here. You can see we're only playing 5% in other position. A total of 30% in the blinds. That's not too bad. I would have liked this to be slightly higher, maybe 9-10%, and obviously this needs to be a lot higher. But we still won 174 pots out of 1700 hands, so we're averaging a win every 10 hands. And you'd think on a 9-handed table that's not great, but the style that we're playing, the pots that we are winning, should be fairly sizable pots. So you're still making profit. I should probably check. Yes, I want to leave. 15. I forget what we actually started with. Wait there. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it. Where's desktop? We had 1352. So that's 5 or even 4. 30. We're only $36 down there, and considering we got stacked 4 times early on, I mean that's not bad. We could have easily been $150, $200 up there. So maybe that's a decent lesson. Even if you start taking beats, don't really change the way that you're playing. Just shit happens, as they say. Just focus through it and just keep on playing your game. Just worry about the long game, especially cash games. It's one long life session basically. So obviously sometimes you're going to be winning, sometimes you're going to be losing, but as long as you're playing a winning game, you make money long term. So I suppose that's today's lesson. Don't worry about bad beats. They've got to happen. If they didn't happen, poker would be rigged, and we all know that online poker is rigged. Sorry, did I say is? Yeah, okay. I think I'll leave it there. I'll maybe play a little bit later on. I don't know if I'll record the session though. But until next time, it's X1X, X1X out.